I just looked down at the time and did not realize it's already after 2 o'clock. The hell is going on with today? Okay. I also spent a lot of the morning stitching, but for a good reason. I'll show you why. Monday, January 26th. For you guys that live in the godforsaken part of the country where you were getting snow and cold, hopefully you all survived. We were supposed to get, parts of Arizona, some possible rain coming up from like Mexico over from Cal, but no, it ended up being like gorgeous blue sky. And then this week, like mid to upper 70s. So fantastic. But got so much stitching done. So the last time you guys saw me, I was the Wheel of Destiny. That's what we're going to call it. The Wheel of Destiny landed on HMS Victory. Now, my goal for this period of time, about 2 days, is kind of my rotation once I spin the wheel. And my goal was to get all the stitching done except for the back stitch. So the back stitch are going to be putting in all the mooring lines, detail, not a ton of back stitch, not a ton. I'll definitely be able to get it all done the next time this comes up. So, the stitching was, a combination of straddled stitches, quarter stitches, and I just color completed them because I had already gone in and done all of the full X's. So I just had to go in and fill in, and I color completed. And as I used my highlighter and marked off more and more little spots, I was getting so excited. So this morning I had like 2 more colors to do, and I got them done. And I am so excited to say all the stitching is done on HMS Victory. Who the hell am I? I freaking stitched a piece with straddle stitches and quarter stitches and all the stitches. It is absolutely amazing. I love the sails with the white, creams, browns. Gives so much definition. And then, yeah, look at that ship. So I am so excited. Love the water too. So excited that the next time the Wheel of Destiny lands on HMS Victory, it's going to be a completion. It will be. Then I will be able to take it to Michael's and tell my frame girls, let's get her framed up. I would love to do a circular frame. I think that would be absolutely amazing. So I don't think I have any circular frames. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check the house and see if I just didn't bring any over. But I know Michael's has circular frames. And if not, then I'll check out Hobby Lobby. And I'm pretty sure, like, if you take them a frame, they'll do it all up and stuff like that. So, love it. I am shocked because I first started stitching this in New Jersey last year at Arlene's event, and I had taken it as a possible new start. And was like, I am chewing something off big because this is not my style. You guys have watched me for a while. I do not do pieces like this. So, I know Arlene thought, I proved you wrong, that I was going to figure out some way to cheat. Now, no. And I told John all about that, how, yeah, I take the border off. I don't stitch the border. If it's a house, then I'll do satin stitches. And he's like, oh, you must love me because you didn't cheat and you did all the funky stitches, as he calls them. And I said, I do. No lie. All right. Purchase. What did I purchase? I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I showed you guys this in my last vlog video. This is from Uncanny Carrie. Go to the website. You can purchase this. And then feel free to use hashtag IronMaidenSal on social media. So, oh God. An extra note on technique. This pattern contains 3/4 stitches. Where are they? Where are they at? Okay, I'm gonna have to see. I think they're just in the face. Okay. I can do, look, I just did that shit. Some 3/4 stitches. Got nothing. Nothing. So, 4 colors. And yeah, I think it is so fun and will be perfect to go to into my weird collection of human bones and funkiness once we get our new place. We have not started looking, but I'm growing out of this space. I want something bigger. Then I can put all my skulls on display, and this will be perfect little stitch piece to throw in with everything. Let's see, what am I charting? Sheepish Designs. B for B, or B is for B. And I was like, okay, why is it like that? But the charm is on the letter B. H is for house. R is for rabbit. S is for sheep. And V is for viper. So, these will be stitched up, and I'll probably have it so you can either buy them individually or you can buy them as the full set. So those I thought really cute, so I've started working on those. The only thing is, you guys give me opinions. Give me your comments, your feedback. There are these brass bees. Nowhere in the instructions does it say where they are from, who are they sourced from. Now, these charts came out so long ago that who knows if the manufacturer is even still in production. However, there are many sellers on Etsy with brass beads or brass charms of bees that would be easily enough to be subbed in. So my conundrum is, throughout all of these charts, you would need 18 of the bees. Now, could you stitch them without the bees? Yeah, you could. But would people know that this is a bee skip? And then it makes a little more sense because the bees are flying around the bee skip, the beehive. They're not really needed in any of the other charts because it does, like, they don't really add anything necessarily. They're just a cute little addition. So I haven't decided yet if I'll buy some and include them. If you buy like a paper chart, then you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brass charms to be included just on this pillow because it is B for B. I haven't decided yet. Let me know what your thought is. People could always stitch in their own bees, find charms, and add them in. But then it's like, if I buy brass beads, then that's something that I need to source and put together and sort out and include, and then that increases the chart price slightly. Let me know what you guys would do. All right, so last week I got out new designs, fantastic. And when I was at the house over the weekend, I went down the hallway and I grabbed a couple more Macintosh sampler models. Now, the models that I showed you guys in my last video already sold. So I grabbed 2 more designs that have yet to be released. So I'm going to have to chart them and all of that fun stuff. So I just grabbed 2. This is Elizabeth Phillipson, 1848. And once again, once I get these charted, PDF paper copy, photo taken, the model will be for sale. This one is a biggie. This is Mary Campbell, 1841. Look at this one. Look at her. Look at that house. Look at that house. So, and what's interesting, the house, it's a profile picture of it. So this is the porch. So I just think that's like super fun. And yeah, so she is a biggie as well. And again, that one will be for sale. Once I get them out, there's no need for me to hold on to the models for sale. I'd rather keep ones that I absolutely love and decorate my walls with either my pieces of work, or these are all genuine antique samplers. Some I have not released yet, some I have, and these are all from Threads of Gold. So yeah, I think that is it. No, I gotta spin the wheel of destiny so I know what is up next. So let's close out. And the app that I use is Tiny Decisions. It's a free app. You can go in and change like the question. Mine is, what will you be working on? And then you can add in as many little slivers. You can even change like the colors of it. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to be working on Ruby. Now, loopholes. I just was working on Ruby before HMS. So I think if I have worked on the piece recently, let's say within the last 5 projects, I think another spin is in order. Does that seem fair? I think that's good, because, like, not that I wouldn't work on Ruby, but I just worked on her. So, spin again. You know what I almost said? If I spin it again and it lands on Ruby again, then clearly the Wheel of Destiny really wants me to work on Ruby. I swear I was going to say that, and then I was like, no, because if you say that, then it's going to happen. Okay, eagle. We'll do eagle. I don't have eagle up here with me, but I will check in with you guys tomorrow and let you know what I did stitch and complete on eagle. And I am a-okay with that. Let's see, I got my shipping confirmation from Scarlet Sky Designs. So I know weather has impacted shipping arrival times. There's going to be delays, but it is on my way to me. So I will definitely be doing an unboxing for what I bought from Scarlet Sky Designs. And I'm going to go stitch and watch YouTube and find new people to watch. I'm loving these whip parades. It is such a great way to see what everybody is stitching on. And then you get a great, well, you get an idea. You get the full range of one's person, like all of their patterns that they're working on. And then you can decide like, oh yeah, this person's like totally for me, or they have a vibe like me. I definitely want to, you know, subscribe and follow them. All right. I will see. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. I don't see you guys. You guys will see me tomorrow.
All right, so happy Tuesday, and I am at Goodwill. Typically don't like shopping at Goodwill. Their prices have seemed to have been getting out of control. However, popped in because I am still looking for the perfect frame for this piece. Remember that I stitched for my mom for her birthday? So the piece that I want, I was looking for a frame, but I came across these, and they're like the triplets, but look, they can be hooked. And I'm pretty sure I can pop this out of here real easily. Now, if it does break, no big deal. I found coasters that are the same size. Actually, that one's bigger, so that one won't work. But that one would work. It's the perfect size. So I can wrap the piece, mount it over this, and then that will be the finish. So I'm thinking about possibly that. Not sure if I want to get both. They're $1.99 each. This size tile, though, is the perfect insert on my other trivet that I have that I broke, because that's the piece I want to frame up Stregonona on. So this will work. But I looked at all of the frames and just did not see anything. But I think I like the idea of this floral piece on the trivet. Oh, of course it's not working.
It is like perfect sunset angle. It works. Let's see. Thanks for returning, coming back. All right. You will have just seen a clip of where I inserted what I found at Goodwill. So, a couple hours have passed since I have returned well, let me show you. So, the drink coaster, the coaster that I found for 99 cents, wrapped it perfectly. Yes, I didn't lace, just use some packing tape, and Strega fits in there perfectly. The next time I am at the house, that's where I have like my sewing machine and kind of a collection of all my like trims and finishing stuff. I'm gonna bring the stuff here to this house. I'm so lucky I have two houses. And Strega needs like a little pom-pom lace detail, and I'll see what I have. So yeah, that is how Strega is gonna look, and she'll be in the kitchen. But when I get it all fully done, then I'll come back and show you guys. All right, so I'll show you because it's currently drying on the floor under some stuff. So this trivet, the second one that I have, this tile popped out perfectly. It's in there with some glue, but I was able to get a pair of scissors under it and totally pop it out, and for it to not crack or fall apart or any of that. So popped it out, covered the outside of it in the same way that I did Strega with the paper or tape, the tape on the back, and look how it came out. It's so good. It's so cute. Yes, I could have probably jazzed it up with a little bit of trim or something, but I really like how it all came together. And yeah, so the back is folded over in the same way that I did Strega. No need to lace. I just folded it and then folded over the edges really nicely and just taped them down and pulled it. And this is like, I don't know, 2.5 inch like packing tape. It's not going anywhere. But then I took my E6000, put it all on here, and that's what then I have it sitting in. And wanting to make sure that it is completely dried. So I have a weight on it right now, which is kind of strange. I'll set it back up and then show you guys. So I was trying to figure out, what do I have that's heavy in here to put enough pressure for it to dry and hold it down? What did I come up with? So I have a set of Betty Ring books for sale on 1884 Citrus. I've recently cut the price down, so check those out. And my dad. Betty Ring books and my dad are putting pressure on the birthday gift from my mom. You know, I thought, hey, what else do I have heavy? I looked around, I turned around, I saw my dad. My dad was tall man, a lot of ashes. It's heavy in the urn. Why not? He's helping me out today. He's helping me out. So yeah, I'll be excited to use this trivet for something else. So this will just go into my collection of stuff. And what else? So yeah, my mom's piece will be finished and all ready to give to her next month on her birthday. And then I totally misspoke. So I know yesterday when I spun the wheel, I said, okay, if I spin and land on something that was the previous thing I worked on, you know, clearly not going to stitch it again so soon. So the example was Ruby, my whip Ruby. I had stitched on that for a few days, spun the wheel, and it landed on the ship, the HMS Victory. When I spun the wheel yesterday, it landed back on Ruby, and I was saying, oh, yeah, like I won't stitch something again if it's in like the last 5 selections on the wheel. Girl, you barely have 5 whips. Calm down. So I'm gonna have the rule where if I spin for a new project, if it is the previous project that I had worked on, I'm gonna spin again. So that's how I'm gonna make it. Yesterday when I spun, Eagle was what was chosen by the Wheel of Destiny, and I got so far some of these little motifs, these ones here. This line is for like the flagpole. I got this like a topiary tree and the border all the way down, and I've turned the corner on the border. So yeah, I am loving this. So I will work on this for the remainder of today and probably tomorrow, and then maybe in the evening I will spin the wheel and see what comes up. Yeah, so I think that is it. I'm already thinking of Valentine's Day, so charts that I can advertise for you guys for little stitches for Valentine's Day. So I've started a list, and hopefully I can get this out by Valentine's Day as well. I'm charting it. Sheepish Designs. This is I Love You. Really cute, simple. Now the border are, where are those stitches? Lazy daisies. But it is definitely cute enough to not add those. I just don't want to put it in direct sunlight. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm going to be working on getting that all charted up. So look for that coming soon. Plus a handful of other charts I'll be releasing as well through Sheepish Designs. And that is it. Thursday here in Arizona at the Arizona State Fairgrounds, there is the, oh God, is it Quilting Sewing Craft Expo? Anyway, it's massive. It's 3 days, and I'm gonna go with a few girls from my girlfriend stitching group. So that will be so much fun. I talked about that whole in my last set of videos. Yeah, so I'll definitely be recording that day. Seeing, I mean, sometimes events like that, people are iffy about photos and videos, which I get, because those photos or videos then can be stealing their designs and then being copied. But I will record where I can and bring you guys along to that. So yeah, you guys will see me tomorrow. Bye. Happy Thursday. I am back. I'm really enjoying this vlog way. Let's see, John just left for the gym, so I knew I could record a video in peace without him making funny noises downstairs or teasing me about something that I will have said later on. Let's see. This morning, for a few hours, I went to the, what is it? Quilt, Sewing, and Craft Festival. That is going on all day today, tomorrow, and Saturday at the Arizona State Fairgrounds. Have never been, and a girlfriend of mine wanted to go, and I said, yes, let's go. Yeah. So that was so much fun. Clearly, I don't quilt, don't plan to ever, but holy moly, the fabrics, absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing that you take fabric, you cut it up, and then you sew it back together. And if you have the right sizes, the right combinations, the right colors, and you follow a pattern, boom, this is the design that you get. So really, really fun. Did not take any videos. I took like 3 photos. But yeah, that was really fun and did a lot of walking, which was nice. So got home about an hour ago and excited to come back and do a video. Definitely have a lot to show and talk about. So let's see here. Let's just do with what's in front of me. So if you guys remember, so it would have been October because it was before I moved in here, I believe. I got a call from a fellow stitcher, eyesight going, and excuse me, moving into a senior facility and needing to cut back on cross stitch stuff. So I took a ton of her stuff and totally shocked that she calls me yesterday and says, I found more stitching for you. She used the word boxes, plural, and hundreds of charts. So I'm picking that up tomorrow at noon. So that is going to be so much fun to go through and see what good treasures are there. Let's see what else. I am looking over the final details of something super, super exciting that I cannot wait to share with you guys. So make sure you stay tuned. And if you haven't already, go over to 1884stitchery.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and sign up for the newsletter, because I will be putting out a newsletter just for this thing that I'm thinking about that I can't wait to share with you guys. Okay, let's see. The other day, I put out a freebie for you all. Now, this design is from Hillside Samplings. This is a company that I own. The chart is called Land That I Love, and here is what it looks like. So that is free for you guys. 4 DMCs if you so choose to include the beads. Bead information is included. So yeah, Land That I Love, Hillside Samplings, free chart. So thank you guys so much for those who have already gone and downloaded it, or have purchased the paper copy for $0, but then have purchased other items and get it all shipped up and sent out. Let's see. I have 2 more charts that I will be releasing as well. So by the time you guys see this, these will be up. This is Grape Goodness. and so freaking cute. Now, the grass is sand stitched, the leaves in the grape leaves are sand stitched, but totally doable if you want to omit the sand stitches and just do full X's. It's totally doable. But this is from Sheepish Designs. Great goodness. And also from Hillside Samplings is Honeybee, and it is this cute little, I'm just going to call it a band sampler. Love the font, and really, really cute. I think it's fun. So those will be available. Let's see, working on charts that are Valentine's Day, and so came across this one, Sheepish Designs, I Love You. And yeah, okay. So I finished up, I got some stitching in this morning before I had to get ready to go to the little quilt festival thing. This is where I am at on Eagle. And definitely sad putting this down. I really, really enjoy working on it. And yeah, so that is where I will be stopping. So Wheel of Destiny then comes out to play. A few minutes ago, I let John spin the wheel. He has this whole theme song he thinks up. He does like this weird dance. He says it's a highlight of his. So I said the patterns, the whips that would require a respin. If I landed on Eagle, or if he landed on Eagle, it would be a respin. If it landed on what I worked on prior to Eagle, which was the ship, the HMS Victory. So he's like, well, what about Ruby? And I said, no, that was worked on before the ship. So I said, that is up for go. I said, so if that comes up, that's what I stitch on. And he's like, no, because if you're telling me that the ship is not an option, then he's like, I feel like there should be some loopholes. I said, no, there's no loopholes. I'm not working on Eagle, my current project, and I'm not working on the project prior. He spins it. What's it do? It lands on the ship. So I said, okay, I'm not stitching on the ship. So then it lands on Ruby, and I said, okay, I got to stitch on Ruby. He's like, no, I veto it because you're not stitching on the ship, which the Wheel of Destiny clearly landed on. And I said, this is not how you play the game. This is not how it works. And he's like, you vetoed the ship. I veto Ruby. So now whatever I spin on is the real deal. And I said, fine. And before it was even done spinning or slowing down, he totally called it. It's a new start. That's right. So I am finally going to be able to start Pasta Girl. I mean, there's no name to it. I don't even know if it's really called Pasta Girl. This is what Kelly and I have been calling her. So I will not be adding the text down at the bottom, and I won't be adding the little like lines from the pasta. So before I pushed play on here, record, I pulled out fabric, and then I was like, no. And then I thought, okay, do a mottled fabric with a solid colored thread. Because I think it's going to look weird if I would do like a variegated thread on a solid piece of fabric. I don't know. It could look cool, but in my mind was mottled fabric, solid thread, like DMC. What do I pick? This is what I pick. This is what I pick. So 36 count. This is linen, Edinburgh linen flax. Is that the color of it? Yeah. This is the fabric that I picked up in Florida. And it was a big cut, 18 by 28. So yeah. So basically, I mean, what this is not stitched on the fabric. This is a mock-up of what it would look like. But apparently I'm really liking the light fabric. I definitely wanted to do it in red because Kelly is stitching hers in red. I thought I would go for like a fun punchy fabric, but this is what caught my eye. But who knows? I might stop this recording and go check my 36 counts and be like, you know what? I'm doing it on this. So when I check in back tomorrow, maybe I didn't even start it on the flax. Maybe I decided to go with one of my modeled colors. I've originally picked gingerbread, but the thread that I want to use, this is DMC 22, so kind of terracotta-y, but yeah, I want to use this lap and loops for something. I have had this piece forever. It's called Curtain Call. Oh, it's 32 count. It's 32 count. I have no 32 counts in my stash. Apparently this is. But yeah, I want to use this Curtain Call for something. Not this. This isn't the right piece. A lot of XJU fabrics. I have some Birds of the Feather fabrics, totally discontinued, cannot find. This is Meadowlark. So not modeled, but I mean dark, a little darker, but I don't know. I feel like she could be, Pasta Girl could look fun on something with a little more, you know, pizzazz. Here was the gingerbread. So, I don't know. Kelly, I'm going to send you. I just don't know if I'm going to like the, that's actually a little more, like the darker-ish thread on the darker-ish fabric. I'm not sure. Then it's like I have something fun like this. This is gray sand, but in this modeling. But I don't think that's the piece. I think I'm kind of wanting to go a little more simpler. That's it. I'm just going to stick with the flax. See? That was it. You guys, you talked me out of it. I'm over it. All right. That's it. Okay. What else do I have to show you? Oh, what I got at the quilt thing. Duh, the bag is right here. So, don't quilt, but I have someone that does, Kelly. So, I bought panels. I'm definitely like a panel whore, I can tell. So, there was this huge, all this huge Halloween panel, 15 bucks. And as you can see, I don't even think any of these repeat. They don't. So it says Morris Creative Group 2023 for QT Fabrics, qtfabrics.com. But look at these. Look how freaking amazing these are. Wouldn't these be like adorable into like little pouch zip bags? Look, there's cat ones. I freaking love it. like monsters. So yeah. So I saw these and I was like, yes, I have to get that. And then here was another panel that I found. And what's funny, I was like, this girl and this girl look familiar. That's because I have the fabric line of what this panel goes to in a project bag that I bought at Stitch NJ last year. So I freaking loved these as well. So I picked up this panel. And then I saw hanging up, I said, oh my God, is that a skull doily? Yep. I'm just showing it on my shirt because it's a good, but look. How freaking fantastic. They had them in black and like this creamy, and I thought, oh, I'll get the cream because how great would this look on the back of a jean jacket. But I think it would even be kind of cool, like in a frame, no glass, back it with like black velvet or something, and then like put this on just to display it like that and like kind of figure out how to like tack it down. So not sure what I'll be using the skull doily for, but if it goes on a jean jacket, yes, that would be amazing. Okay, receipts. No, I didn't do bad. 15 bucks each were the panels. The skull doily was like 10 bucks. So totally fine. Totally fine. Last night, John and I had date night. I had a cocktail with the dinner. Lemon drop martini. It was probably a combination of not eating all day. But after one, I was feeling a little fun. So I was like, there's a Goodwill right across the street. We should go. And he was like, okay, let's go. So we got a little buck wild at the Goodwill. And he grabbed something off the shelf. I grabbed something off the shelf, and we showed each other at the same time. Matching cross-stitch pieces. Yes, that's the kind of couple we are. So I found this piece. And this is out of a book. When I did a Google search, it was out of one of those like hardcover books with a bajillion designs. $5, but I love this frame. This like cherry wood. It's professionally framed, doesn't say who, but $5. And then the one he found is this one. As ye sow, so shall ye rip. Love the colorful spools. How cute of an idea is this? So at-home frame job, but used ribbon with ruler on it to fill up some of the space. So freaking cute. Again, $5, and the frame's not bad either. I would totally reuse this frame and just repaint it a different color. So maybe that's the key to finding cross stitch at thrift stores. Get a little buzz first, boom, comes to you. And what's funny, those were labeled that they were priced on the 22nd, and I was in there, what, like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and I did not see these. So obviously stuff gets buried. You think you see everything, you clearly don't. So it was perfect, and hilarious that he picks cross stitch, I pick cross stitch, and that's what we show each other. That is it. Let's see, I've got some work to do, a few emails to return, my super important thing that I want to tell you guys about, but I can't yet. I need to look over the details of that. And tomorrow is Friday. Let's see, I will be heading up to the house this weekend to help Cal with a school project. So yeah, nothing real cray-cray, but you guys will see me tomorrow and you will see how much I will have accomplished on Pasta Girl. Bye guys. Tis Sunday and didn't do a video the other day, but that's okay because I'm here now to wrap it all up. Don't mind the lack of makeup. Let's see. Gorgeous Sunday here today in Arizona. It is 78 degrees outside. It is feeling like spring. Winter must be done here. Let's see, spent the morning up north with Joe and the boys. Still help around the house where I can. Start laundry, Irwin's litter box, vacuuming needs to be done, anything like that. I was helping Cal with a school project. And then took him for a physical because he will be trying out for his high school's baseball team. And yeah, so this morning I got some stitching in, and you guys remember when I spun on, is it Wednesday? Thursday? Whenever we spun, I got a new start. My new start was Pasta Girl. That's what I'm going with. Stitch Pop Co. TR is the store on Etsy that you can get this chart from. And I haven't finished. She stitched up so freaking fast. And absolutely adorable. So yeah, she is all finished. Like I said, I did not add the words or the little exclamation points around the pasta, so she just needs a good little ironing. And I might have, wondered if one of these frames is good size or not. Let's see. That this black one that I have with like this ribbed is too small. I think this one's gonna be too small as well. Yep. She's definitely taller than I thought she was gonna be. Oh, I could have gone to Michael's. I just realized I could have just gone to Michael's and picked up my frame piece. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to about this one. Yeah, might have to go. I'm gonna have to find. I don't think I have anything in my arsenal for her. But yeah, she's not very wide, but she's very tall, so definitely a funky size for her. But this makes, remember, I'm trying to stay on track and keep track of finishes. This is my third finish for the year. Got 2 done in February. John was trying to push me last night. He was like, you have to finish it because then you have 3 for January. I said, I know, but I'm tired and want to go to bed. So, Pasta Girl, donezo. So, spun the Wheel of Destiny again. Cannot land on a new start or what I was working on before the new start, which was the ship, the HMS Victory. Spun. It came up on the ship. John was like, nope, I spun it. This is what came up. And I said, no, I just told you, no new start, no ship. You need to spin it again. So, what came up again? Ruby. We were both hoping for Mermaid's Folly. So, Ruby is back out to play, which is a-okay in my book. So, what I need to stitch on for Ruby, where is my starting point? Her. I get to work on the big full coverage section of her. So, that's okay. Let's see. I did a live on my IG last night. Yesterday was Friday. Went over to a stitcher's place. Now, back in October, I was fortunate enough to acquire 2 stashes. And so, the one lady who has sadly lost her eyesight, she found more stuff to send my way. So what is funny is that she is 8 minutes from me. 8 minutes, right up the road. So I made sure to let her know, like, if there's any issue, you need some strong arms, I got a man and we can come and help you out, and don't hesitate. So she was very appreciative of that. She does have kids in the area, and I said, well, for whatever reason, something, and you need help, I said, don't hesitate to reach out. So she gave me 4 huge boxes. Again, on Instagram, I did a live video and we unboxed and went through. So, consolidated everything. I have piles. So I have slowly trickled some of those items over onto 1884 for purchase. Let's see. Tomorrow I am sending out a newsletter announcing something very big coming up. So, it will have already been out. I was going to say when you see this, but I'm going to upload it tonight, Sunday night, so that's not the case. But make sure you are subscribed to the 1884 Stitchery newsletter and watch all socials this week, because once I send it out via newsletter, I will also be shouting it from the rooftops on and across all of my socials. And then obviously when I come back tomorrow and start a new vlogs, I'll be able to talk about it in more detail, but you won't see that till next week. So I am going to do some straightening up here in the office. I'm going to go iron Pasta Girl, and yeah,
sit down and stitch on Ruby. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Again, thank you guys so much. You guys have been, I think, loving the sort of vlog series. It's been really fun to tell you guys what I've been doing each day and showing you guys. So yeah, more of that to come whenever you are watching this. Hope you guys have a fantastic day.